My name is Jackie Anderson, and my husband is Bill Ewing, and we came to buy this house on Ruritan Circle in Old Sterling a couple of years ago with the idea that we would run our Mona's Lebanese Cafe and an antiques business in the house, and that we would have music concerts once a month, and all of that has been very engrossing for us. But what we weren't anticipating was getting involved in this church saving. That we had no idea what was about to happen to the old Methodist church. And that has really become, over the last 9 months or so, the center of our attention. We have tried very, very hard to rescue it one way or the other. The first thought was to get it moved to another location, but we found that the power lines around it really made that impossible. Then we thought perhaps we could deconstruct it and have it stored and rebuilt somewhere, but that was a very expensive process, and we were not able to locate somebody who could come forward with funds for that. So we have at last come to a resting place of sorts that we would salvage what we could from the church, and we were very lucky to get Craig Jacobs of Salvage Rights of Orange, Virginia, to do this work. He is very highly regarded in this field, and I think we just did the best thing we could do in getting him involved.
My name is Craig Jacobs, and I'm the owner of Salvage Rights Architectural Salvage in Orange, Virginia. And we're here in Sterling for 3 days salvaging as many parts as we can get out of the Davis Street Methodist Church. Don't know the formal name. And so we've sort of zeroed in on flooring and windows, siding, in that order, to try to get as much as we can before it's demolished, in the hopes that it can be used for a further project. And we're probably going to come back in the next week and get the rest of the windows and doorways. What we found so far is everything's yellow pine. The flooring is 1 inch thick, 2.5 inches wide, nice long pieces, vertical grain. Does have a little bit of powder post damage, but certainly serviceable for future projects. The siding is also yellow pine, German siding, sheathing the same. The windows, I think, are treasures. They're Gothic, typical of what you'd see in that era church, with old glass, double hung. The crew that I have this week consists of my brother Barry, who's been helping me a long time, and also Nolan Kime, who is a graduate of Mary Washington University in Historic Preservation. So our goal is to get as much of this material as we can, because it's prime material. It's older growth material that you really can't buy new anymore. So the only source is reclaimed market. And everything that we've salvaged could certainly be used in future projects, hopefully to recreate some semblance of the church that we know today. Most of my work is in using old materials, old traditional tools, museum settings. We do a lot of demonstrations. We'll be at have to put a plug in for the National Building Museum in October. We will be there demonstrating log building. And we've got projects going on at James Madison's Montpelier in Orange County, and also Thomas Jefferson's Monticello in Albemarle County. So this is what we do. We're either salvaging, collecting materials, or using them to create traditional structures.